Hello and welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. In the last episode we cleared the prologue, and while that was long, I don't intend to make each episode nearly as long. I did, however, after the recording, head in to look at the options. So, there's your standard stuff. I've decided to put music a little louder in this one than in the Western one. Because, well, that was fun. We got some regular key layouts and some other key layouts. Now, can I don't actually want to see the credits right now, so... Oh, vocal talents. I just saw that passing by. So that means we're likely getting some, well, might get some spoken dialogue. Maybe. Alright, let's head back. So we arrived at Ocean City. Now there's a little more options once you go into the game. So, you got a various couple of things. You can actually change the difficulty. I'm not gonna do that. Not yet. If something turns out to be too hard, okay, then I will. But we got a thing that I found out. If you select this, all combat sound will be replaced with spider noises. I don't necessarily need to do that. I just think it was a funny thing to do. So this is an interesting thing. I think I actually want to do that because avoiding getting into fights with regular people is probably for the better. I don't know if this means that I can't select them, or if it just highlights the pacifist mode options. Right. What are we looking at? We're still carrying a flashlight, despite being in a semi-lit town. Now, should we start? No, we shouldn't. We should look at what we've got. A lot of closed shops. It's not great. Ooh, a dark and spooky back alley. Ocean City Watchful Eye. Securibus. Ooh, what? Scratch some weird symbol. Oh, this. You can't see anything interesting within walking distance in that direction. Okay. We're just getting a lay of the land, seeing what's what and what isn't. Oh, hello, a fine fella. This hobo seems wholly unperturbed by the rain. Nice weather we're having. Nice weather we're having. He smiles and then looks up, and there's the rain splash on his face for a while. Suits me just fine, I guess. A wise man once said, the rain falls on poor men and rich alike. Was that before umbrellas were invented? Or... Name's Gus, by the way. Hi, I'm Rain. Pleased to meet you, Rain. Say, you wouldn't have a couple of meat to spare, would you? Sure. You flip Gus some meat and he beams. Thank you very much, Rain. Old Gus won't forget your kindness. Take her easy, Gus. Okay. Walking all the way back there probably isn't a good use of your time right now. Okay, fine. Now, let's see if we can't... Probably nothing you want in here anyway. Sales going out of business. Going seems inaccurate. Gone. Cola Wars surplus. The armor surplus store is closed for the night. Okay. The note on the door says, please, for lease. I think this store sells broken glass and drafts. This building looks perfectly solid. Maybe it's just people renting it that were condemned. The door to the newspaper office is locked and the windows are boarded up. Looks like the print it really is dead. You'd thought it had at least 7 or 8 more decades left. It's late. The bank is closed. Alright. Now, down a spooky dark alley. Given the current condition, dark and stormy, you probably shouldn't wander into any alleys. Okay, fine. Fine. The bell over the door jangles as you walk into Murray's Antiques. The young woman at the counter looks up as you enter. Oh, hi! You must be Rain. We don't get many customers at this time of night. Or at all, really. Yeah, that's me. Were you expecting me? Yeah, Murray didn't say much about you, but he gave me the letter to mail. Name's Jessica. Oh, geez, you're soaking wet. Come on in and I'll get you a towel. You walk over to the counter, trying not to drip on any vintage bric-a-brac, as Jessica grabs a threadbare bath towel from a shelf and pulls the tag off before tossing it to you. Thanks. Is Uncle Murray here? His letter wasn't very specific. He isn't. You said that in an ominous way. Where is he? Jessica sighs. I wish I knew. He had a line on another artifact and said it was going to be a tough one. I told him he should get some backup, but he wasn't willing to wait. He just wrote that letter and told me to mail it if he didn't come back. Is there something I'm missing here? This is an antique shop, right? You make trying to talk Great Aunt Ruthie into selling her mother's Chesterfield sound like a deadly spy mission. Yeah, this is gonna take some intriguing. Aha! We got to help him. Jessica leads you into the back room, furnished with some desks and strange-looking machinery. Welcome to a back office, little hub of our operation. I'm guessing by operation you are talking about something other than antiques. Well, yes and no. Some few years ago, Murray found out that there's a bunch of antiques circulating that are, well, hinky would be a real understatement. Hinky? Murray called them tainted, dark magic, real bad mojo, you know? Cursed. Are you serious? Just grabbed myself some tea. It's no joke. That's what our real job is here. The antique store is just, well, it's not exactly a front. We do find a lot of regular antiques too. Selling them keeps us in scratch. But really we're trying to hunt down all these devil doodads and neutralize them so nobody gets hurt. And Uncle Murray went out to get one and never came back. That's the long and short of it, yes. What do you say? Are you in? But yeah, I can't just leave him in the lurch like that. I'm not sure what that sound was about, but okay. Great, you hear... it was the shop door opening, and after... You hear the shop door opening, and after a moment, a goblin pokes her head into the office. Hello? Oh, hey, that's swell timing. Hey, Gabby, Murray's sister's kid showed up to come meet him. Okay, so you can select your pronouns here. That's very forthcoming of them. I think this game was from... I want to say it's fairly recent. Like 21-ish. It's not that important. Yeah. Hi, Gabby. Pleased to meet you. Hi, hello. The pleasure is all Gabby's. Gabby, would you be a dear and carry his luggage to Murray's room and grab some blankets and stuff out of the cupboard? He can sleep there till we find Murray. You've gotten it. Gabby picks up your suitcase and carries it through a door in the back of the room. Great, I could really use some sleep. Ooh! This desk is a right mess. Whose desk is this? Murray's. I keep nagging him to straighten it up before someone bumps into it and we have to call the National Guard to dig them out of the avalanche. With curse-proof shovels and a squad of exorcists handy. Anyway, best not to mess with it. Will do. I mean, won't. Who? It sure isn't time, nope. Messages, none. There's nobody you need to call right now. Nobody's at this desk. Hi, Jessica. Whose desk is this? Charles Wallace, a handyman. He's up fixing a leak on the roof right now, but he'll be back later tonight. You don't have time to play games right now. Oh. You cannot even hazard a guess as to what this contraption does. The white cat is snoozing on an old towel. What's this cat name? Calliope. Calliope. Murray got her a couple of years ago. Scritched behind the cat's ears. You gave Calliope a good scritching, but she doesn't react at all. Why doesn't Calliope like me? Well, she'll warm up eventually. Try giving her some sardines. She loves those. Do you have any sardines? No, we're all out. You can get some tomorrow. They have them at the Cola War supply store next door. Okay. A modern radio stands here in defiance of the concept of antiquities. I wonder where this door leads. You open the door and there's just a brick wall behind it. Apparently, it goes nowhere. Well, I'm gonna turn in. Hang on a sec, you can't go to sleep yet. I'm pretty sure I can. I bet I could do it right here, right now, while I'm still standing up. Well, hate to spring this on you, but there's something we need you to do before the night's over. Anything for Uncle Murray? You know those cursed artifacts I was talking about? Since info on them is sketchy, we've been working on a machine that can detect them with radio waves. I call it the Detectotron 1000. We've just got it up and running since Murray left, and it turned out there's a tainted thing practically right on our doorstep. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, it's not great. I was gonna have Gabby go get it, that's why she came over tonight, but since you turned up out of the blue, I guess there's no time like the present. I'm probably not exaggerating when I say there is literally no time except for the present. What? As in, there might not be a future. You won't have far to go, it's just in the other end of the block if the readings are right. There's a newspaper office that got shut down earlier this year. It should be in there. Well, Gabby will go with you. She's good in a fight. A fight? Aw, jeez. Well, hopefully it won't come to that, but you never know. Hey, Gabby. Gabby reappears with an expectant grin. Go to the newspaper office with Rain and help him get that hat, okay? Okay, Gabby is ready for an action. Let's mosey. I mean, I am kind of excited. Fine, you said it's a hat? A cursed hat? According to the readout, yeah. A men's fedora, probably. And I'm supposed to do what? Just break in and take it? Well, not break exactly. I managed to finagle a spare key out of the guy of the realtor's office. I'm pretty sure that still counts as breaking and entering. You'll be in and out of there, out of bed, and in bed before you know it. Swell, let's do it. Oh, hi, Gabby. Gap with Gabby, sure. Hi, Gabby, how's it going? It's all of the berries. Have you lived in Ocean City long, Gabby? Oh, yes, all of Gabby's life is here. Gabby's great-great-great-great-great-grand Gabby came and popped just some blocks from over there. Or to popping, as they would say. Ha-ha. Wow, so your family's been here for quite a while, huh? Yes, 14 years. You know, Gabby, it's been a few years since I spent time in Ocean City, but I don't remember it being this run down. That is a true thing to say. It used to be much more clean. It used to be? I don't think there was supposed to be two B's there. And shiny. What happened? The economy is terrific everywhere else in the country. No ideas. Economics is not the house Gabby keeps my wheels in. How do you get mixed up with Murray and the whole antique store deal, Gabby? Oh, it coincided. Gabby was looking just at old clothes and heard over Murray and Jessica talking about mysterious thing to get. It had an adventure smell. Then Murray said, we're gonna need some muscle for this, and Gabby says Gabby have several muscles, strong ones, and that was what it is. That was what it was. Gabby had been helping since then. Alright. Could I get more? Probably. Unless it's new stuff. So you're a flapper, right? Hi, yes. Gabby flaps all the time. Gabby's parent flapped too, and Grand Gabby. But it's only been in the style for 7 or 8 years. Oh, right, goblins. You don't live very long, huh? Depends on how you look for it. Parent Gabby popped 1.5 years ago, but this Gabby basically is that Gabby previous ones too. It's okay, don't worry too hard. Us goblins think human baby making is super crazy. Okay, I think that's enough. Oh, well, let's take this one with me. You're a real firecracker in a fist fight, huh, Gabby? Haha, Gabby likes fighting and dancing. The best two things. Gabby invented fight dancing once, but this world was unready for it. Maybe 50 years later. Okay. Well. Anything new? No, probably not. Okay, so Gabby does follow. Well, unlock. You take a deep breath and unlock the door. You give the key to Gabby for safekeeping. Oh, well, I mean, there's no obvious... Hindin, I'm not paying you to publish cockamine conspiracy theories. In fact, I'm not paying you at all anymore. Clean out your desk and hit the road. Grover Burgess, Editor-in-Chief. P.S. Do you like the word cockamy that I just cockamamie that I just used it there. It's a slang term I coined. It means ridiculous or implausible. I think it's really gonna catch on. Half-finished letter in the typewriter. Reginald, I think Burgess is onto us. We've gotten careless. In fact, maybe I shouldn't be typing this out as a letter instead of just talking to you in person. Why am I doing this? Meet me under the water cooler this afternoon. Ah, crap, here comes Burgess with a pink slip. Sincerely. It doesn't say who it's from. The writer must have gotten fired before they could type their name. Also, under the water cooler? What's that all about? Hey, it's one of those new arcane press feed things. Gay high-tech. Prohibition agents confiscate 40 barrels of wine, 10 cheese wheels, and some nice fresh honeycomb also seized. Charles Lindbergh cooks stew. Onlookers report it smells like it might be beef or lamb. Babe Ruth gets a haircut. Barber says you'd think he could have left a better tip. Second edition of Principia Mathematica published. We still cannot understand a word of this, says local children. Parisian bards declare independence. Claim debauched tavern as sovereign city-state. So it's basically just news headlines going on and on and on. And I don't think I'll get any experience for this. Today's list of band dances: the Chutney Slider, the Dirty Dirty Blitz, and the Upside Down Tango. So, as you might remember, we had some experience left. I used that to buy the, I think it was either Moxie or Mysticality. So that's why I don't have any experience left over right now. Well, there was some items. Cufflinks? Did I just... Where are those? The left one is engraved with always check, and the right one says your sources. It really makes you think. So that's an accessory. Where would that go? Here? Oh, no, that goes instead of... What? It goes instead of my... Wait, what was I... Oh, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, instead of my welding gloves. Right, that would make sense. Hot armor around +1 mysticality. I don't think I need hot armor right now. Nasty old coffee. Oh, obviously. You see the corner of a note sticking out from the disk blotter. The note says, Tucker, I got you that bottle you wanted. I stuck it under the water cooler where Burgess can't find it and rat us out to the proees. Beck, under the water cooler, eh? Surely it's still not there, but it couldn't hurt to check. There's a half-finished document in the typewriter. Government corruption at all-time high. The government has once again slashed funding to city services and social programs, citing waste, but without offering and supporting any supporting figures or explaining where the funds have been reallocated to. Additionally, anonymous sources report it cuts off abruptly, maybe as a result of the pink slip next to the typewriter. Curtis, if I told you once, I've told you 100 times. Not enough people buy the paper anymore to keep the lights on in this joint. Electricity is expensive because it's a very recent innovation. As such, fully half of your salary is paid by government subsidies. This is to say that the hand that feeds you is the hand you keep biting. We go back, way back, buddy, but you've given me no choice. Clean your desk out and scram. Grover Burgess, Editor-in-Chief. Doesn't seem like the nicest fella. Crumpled pink slip on this desk. Carver, I can't believe I have to tell you this, but it is against company policy for an employee to steal the printing press. You are fired. You are so fired that I need a new phrase to describe it. I'm giving you the axe, and if I see you in face here again, I'll give you both the axe and I'll set you on fire. Grover Burgess, Editor-in-Chief. P.S. How did you even lift it? You must have had, 5 accomplices? Unbelievable. You make a mental note to never pick a fight with this Carver person. A thin 3-ring binder on the desk. Pneumatic tube operational manual. Oh, it's a quest item. Ugh. Okay, under the water cooler. Boop. Ha-ha! Okay, first. Newspaper archives from 1783 to 1799. Without anything specific you want to look up, this seems like a waste of time. Ooh, so we're doing detecting. Nasty old leftovers. Nothing but a pile of... Oh! A handful of clean water. Okay. Trapdoor. Ooh! We got fish people. Well, it seems it's a fight then. The control panel has a green button, a red button, a big lever, a knob with a bunch of letters on it, and a series of colored lights that are all currently off. Consult the manual. Push the green power on button. Pull the pump engage lever. Adjust the suction rate according to the pressure diagnostic indicators. If red... Oh, I should probably remember this. That seems important. Oh, but you can actually scroll back. There's a huge black skull scrawled on July 22, 1917. Huh, what happened on July 22nd, 1917? Well, we could figure it out. Ooh, look at that effect. That's cool. Not wanting to get any closer to them, you choose to interpret investigate as squint at them from a short distance away, which is probably for the best, as it might be bad for your mental state to see them in too much detail. These humanoid creatures are between 5 and 6 feet tall, hard to judge because their hunched over posture, and covered with scales that glisten sickly in the dim light, though you can't tell if this is a natural luster or due to being covered with oily sewer filth. More notably, of course, is the fact that they have huge fish heads. Sorry if I buried the lead there, but, you know, saving the dramatic part for last and all. Their huge, bulging, round eyes glare at you out of the darkness, faintly luminous like radium watch dials. They hiss and glurble at you between rows of pointed, shark-like teeth. Gill slits on the sides of their heads open and close like thin, wet mouths gasping for air, or whispering terrible secrets, whichever seems more likely to you. Gross. Ah, right. It appears they're very displeased to see you, but are smart enough to hold off on attacking you until they judge how much of a threat you are. Okay, so it means that I can't actually take the fight option. Well, I kind of want to fight. Yeah. Let's see. Spittin' Fishman, Burly Fishman. Cold damage, well, we got nothing about that, so... Why are you slapping my turtle? Go away. I can take you down. You will not, sir. Attack my turtle. Okay, so cold doesn't seem to do much. Gabby can heal, or she can hit. Flap slap. Alright, that's... So the cold damage doesn't stack, unlike fire or sleaze, as it were. Ooh, okay. Let's just throw a rock at it. Bonk. Ooh. So the question is, do I want a buffer? Oh, I wonder how you could have gotten past him on the pacifist mode. Because this seemed very much like a fight you'd had to take. This must be the hat that Jessica wanted you to recover. Terribly cursed fedora. No, let's not do that. An ominous, vaguely person-shaped stain on the ground. I mean, if you want something ominous, look up nuclear shadows. A very old manhole cover. Okay, well this... Oh, there are more machines. It's an underground press, literally. There's still newspaper left in it. Underground newspaper. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay, I was just seeing if Gabby had something to say about the situation, given that she works as our partner. Let's see. Oh! Oh, right! October the 14th. I will gain experience from that. Tragic accident, certain to have no consequences. Tragedy occurred yesterday evening when Hiram O'Crollins, owner of the first mass-produced commercial automobile registered in the state, accidentally struck and killed the state's first hitchhiker, i.e. a person standing on the side of the road attempting to solicit transportation from passing motorists. Fortunately for Mr. Crollins, the notion that vengeful spirits of the dead might haunt the places of their demise in murderous phantasmagoric rage has been rejected by modern science as rather unlikely, wouldn't you say? Unlikely? Sure. Yeah, okay. The top story from that date is the Ocean City Comptroller's passing of an overly complicated sidewalk right-of-way policy that outlawed street-side newspaper vending machines and limited the maximum allowed width of newsstands to 4 feet. The story continues to say that watchful eye management raised concerns about loss of revenue, and the comptroller made a vague promise to divert city funds to make up for any future shortfall. Okay, it worked out great. So was that just... That's 15. Well, we need 30 for that one. I don't think we have anything else at the moment, but this seems like an important location then. Okay, Ellie? No. Okay. It's worth a shot. Boop. How's it going? Do you find the hat? I found a hat. I guess it's the one you met. Doesn't look unusual, though. Yeah? Well, it does creep me out. It does creep me out a bit. I can't really put my finger on why. I know what you mean. Feels kind of like you have a headache. Except you don't, actually. More like a feeling of dread, like something terrible is about to happen, but I don't know what it is yet. Well, that is definitely not related to the fact that I need you to take that hat and go sit in that machine over there. Why? That's our uncursing machine. Gotta get the curse off that hat right. Gotta get that curse off that hat, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, but, what? Can't we just put the hat in the machine? Do I need to be involved? Because the machine needs a mind to guide the uncursing process. Together you lift the curse from that hat and transform it into a sort of allegorical dream space that the machine can transfix. What? Sorry, I know it's locked. Let me rephrase. The uncursing machine uses your subconscious mind to drive a wedge between an item and its curse. The item is cleansed relatively easily, but that doesn't negate the curse fully. Once separated from the item, the machine stores the curse and allows you to physically project it into it to try and resolve a metaphorical scenario at the core of its existence. That's where things can get a little weird. Yeah, I know it sounds crackers, but you just have to give it a try to understand. Okay. Oh. This must be Charles Wallace. You must be Charles Wallace. I'm Rain. I am. Pleased to meet you, Rain. What do you do around here? Oh, your general handyman sort of stuff. I keep the lights on, the water running, built the detectotron and the uncursing machine too. Wow, that's some real high-tech wizardry. No, it's nothing really. Let me ask you something. Anything I can help you with? How does that weird uncursing machine work? Oh, I only built the thing. I can't begin to tell you how it works. The innards are all wired up to a little porcelain cat figurine that Murray found somewhere. Well, that's weird. In a real traditional sense, yep. Okay. Can we pet the cat? No. Sit in it. You sit in the chair, which is surprisingly comfortable, and pull the weird metal dome thing over your head. What would you like to uncurse today? That was the first thing I saw. It was just like, oh, that's funny. At the terribly cursed fedora. No sooner have you sat down than the machine with a hiss positively whiffs the fedora straight up into the dome. The hat rattles around in there angrily like a snake in a cement mixer, and after a good loud minute flops limp and wet into your lap. Whatever ominous energy once possessed the terribly cursed hat is gone. It is now simply a terrible hat. Uncursed fedora. But the curse itself lives, transfixed as a dream-like construct within the machine. Now, how do I get rid of that curse? Oh, why did we take it on immediately? I suppose because we didn't have a hat. Oh, that could have gone poorly. See, curses are like energy rain. They can't be created or destroyed, only changed. Can't remember who said that. Isaac Newman? Newton? Newman, yeah. That machine knows how to take a curse from one object and put it on itself. But as far as how you change a curse, well, I don't know. That's some higher consciousness spiritualist stuff. Don't know much about it. About that. I'm more of a Newton sort of guy. The fedora's curse bounces around the innards of this machine, daring you to come project your consciousness inside of it. Sounds safe. I'll do that. Whoa! What? What? Federal Reserve. Ha! Because it's a fedora. Whoa! I heard thy death call. Rest now, I'll find then thy murder. A tree felled before its time, a ground stained with sin. Yes. Et in Arcadia ego, even in Arcadia, there is death. Yes. Even in paradise, there's a killer. Thou know who I am and why I'm here. Aye, Cutter, there has been a murder. What knowest thou of murder? That I did not do the murder, that is all. What more have thee for me? Only this, I am one of 3 brothers. One of us always tells the truth, one of us always lies, and the third of us does not speaking at all, but honks. If I find in thee a liar, there is no thing I can do to save in thee. Aye, Qa'Rajh, thou art servant of the woods. Blessed be her branches. Blessed be you with hats 3. Power in the wood today, Qa'Rajh. Aye, a tree has fallen in the forest and it has made a sin. But me not a sinner, that I assure thee. Thou claim to be without sin. None of us is without sins, but mine do not run to murder. Then whose? Look for my brother. Thy brother speakens of 3 brothers. One who always lies, one who always tells the truth, and one who does not speaking at all but honks. What speaking thee of this? This is fairy talk. No thing has honken in this land since Mother Duck laid the big egg. No honken since then, no sire. Well, something rotten in this woodcutter. I a murder, with perversions at its source. Speak to me of the perversions. I have no thing to say, for I do not tarry with them. What do thou tell me? I am troubled by the murder, but of it I know no thing. I warn thee, my forgiveness makes no room for liars. Thou wilt do what thou must, Qa'Rajh, I have no doubt. Thy brothers speaking of 3 brothers. One who always lies, one who always tells truth, and one who does not speaking at all, but honks. What speaking thee of this? I do not honken, sire, I swear upon it. Never hast thou honken? Never, never. 'Tis a sin in mine eyes. Okay, well, I think, seeing as... Well, there wasn't a honking tree. Which tree has done the murder today? Thou lie about honkin'. Thou lie about honkin', tree. What say, thy brothers honkin' not. Thou wouldst lie to the cutter of the wood. Thou wouldst do murder in the wood. Aye, thou hast the right of it. I sought only to distract thee while I making my escape. Goodbye, Qa'Rajh. Do not run from me, tree. Can I... Thou do not run? Nay, I growen. In 100 years I will have grown so tall and strong, and thine axe will never fell in me. But I will not wait 100 years. Die, mortal. But this is not fair. Hey! Big rod in the wood today, Qa'Rajh, and... wait, what? No, that's not you. You don't talk like that. Dark thoughts of trees, axes, and bloody sap cling to your skin. You shake them off like dreadful cobwebs. You're not sure what happened, but as you turn over the formerly terribly cursed fedora in your hands, you feel confident that the curse which plagued the starchy little felt thing is finally gone for good. You put the hat back on. It nearly sparkles now. Uncursed fedora. Hat is clean, both spiritually and laundrily. Now all you got to reckon with is whether you're the kind of guy who goes around wearing a fedora. It'll do. Nice hat. Oh, we have to sort of report our progress, don't we? How'd it go? It worked, I guess? Great, what's it like? I had some crazy dream. There was a woodcutter in there that was me, I guess, and these talking trees, and one of them had sinned. You know what? Never mind. Some kind of crazy dream is plenty for me. Okay, good. Can I go to bed now? Ha! My room! Finally, time to get unpacked and get some sleep. Ah, what the heck? You stamp up the flame, but it's a total loss. Everything you own has been reduced to ash. Everything? Well, everything except bizarrely the stamp from Murray's letter. Oh! That's not nice. What's this? A shelf for knickknacks and tchotchkes. I don't know how to pronounce that word. I've never seen it before. There's an old ragdoll on the top shelf. Must have been left by the previous tenant. What? Lots of empty space in here. You should try to acquire a bunch of random crap to clutter it up with. A television set. You've heard of this. Unfortunately, no shows have been invented yet. Right. Okay. You are very ready for this day to be over. Oh! A dream about school. It's a poster of my favorite literary ghost. Lots of people in this hallway, it seems. Hello? Hello. How's it going? Do you know which locker is mine? I can't remember which locker is mine. Sorry, I don't know. It's alright, I'll figure it out eventually. 6 lockers. What? Check the 7th one? There isn't a 7th one. Okay, I said check the 7th one. Check the 7th locker. Okay, geez, you open the 7th locker, it's filled with old school papers. They all got your name on it. They're your papers. I spent my summer by Rainbow's age 6. This summer I visited my Uncle Murray. Uncle Murray is funny. He knows magic. I had a fun time with Uncle Murray. The end. Overdue library book. Okay. Cookbooks all in French. Ah! A tiny shrine to Babe Ruth. Second locker is full of peanut butter. Nice faces you've got there. I know which one is yours. It's the 7th one. Aha! That's right, that's my locker. Me, Rainbows. Thank you. You're welcome? I found a Brandworth Gorvonculus III. This lady looks friendly. Hi there, you must be... She flips through the book on her desk. Ah, here we are. Bows. Rainbows. Yes, I'm Rainbows. I'm your academic advisor. It's time for you to choose your class. Ah! But I dropped out. In real life, certainly. You must, however, choose a class. Yeah, let's go meta with this. Oh, I get it. This is where I pick a character class. Now then, it looks like there are 3 classes for you to choose from. There's Advanced Kicking and Throwing. This class is for pig skinners. Then we have an overview of Qa'Rajh Conjuring. This is a class for cheese wizards. And finally, weird time signatures. This course is for jazz agents. Oh no! Well, you know what that means. Or maybe you don't. It means it's time to roll a die. Now, I did roll a d6 last time. But I think I want to roll a d12 here. So, 1 through 4, I'm a pig skinner. 5 through 8, I'm a cheese wizard. And 9 through 12, I'm a jazz agent. Here goes the die. 1, a pig skinner it is. Oh, I can't re-choose, but I'm okay with this. As accomplished athletes, pig skinners use their muscle to solve problems. In combat, they prefer direct application of physical force, punctuated by giving the occasional noogie. Well, that sounds great. Okay, you're a pig skinner. Go team! Now then, there's just a minor matter of your minor. It looks like you've already completed it, but it doesn't say what you studied. Well, we'll go over a d6 for this one. So 1 and 2, cryptobotany. Yeah, you get the point. 5. I minored in the psychology of rocks. Ah, psychogeologist. So you know a lot about rocks, gems, and their hopes and dreams. Absolutely. Oh. Well, with that, I believe we're done. Feel free to wake up and go about your day. How should I go about doing that? She smiles and points at the door on the right side of the screen. I mean, the right side of the dream. It's the right side of the screen. Ah, the abyss. You could gaze into it for days. Ooh. You awake feeling surprisingly refreshed. Yesterday's adventures leaving you none the worse for wear. Your effects reset each day. Ooh! Still, it's quite a high cost. I mean, 200, 150. That could be useful for dealing with people. As could this one. So we're definitely not focused on Moxie all that much. We are... it's basically, this is a muscle line, this is a mysticality line, this is a Moxie line, and this is sort of anything else. This could be nice. Get anything that increases the amount of experience gained is obviously going to be good. So this is definitely one that I would be interested in going for. Right, well, this episode has run longer than I had intended for it to do, but we are now officially a pig skinner with an interest in psychogeology. And with that, we shall wait until next episode. But until then, take care.